Smacking, cracking, and watching. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe. This is it. The end of Waco. Waco part 6. This is the finale, part 6 of 6. And what a freaking episode. Let me tell you, the very, very end, I'm looking at that scene and I see this heavyset guy get up off of the bench. And I'm like, yo, that looks just like David Thibodeau. I've seen him in the interview. I swear the heavyset guy standing next to Rory Culkin, who's playing him, I think that was a cameo. And another one, when the guy comes out, he's like, Gary Nosner. I swear that was Gary, the real Gary. I don't know. I'm going to have to do some research on it and find out for sure. But what an episode. What a horrible, tragic, mass killing of American history. And I just want people not to hate law enforcement officers. I don't want America to hate groups that have their own vision. I just want people to understand peace, process, and what's right. It's called probable cause. If you don't do something, you won't have contact with that certain group of authority. You feel me? I did not really care for the scene at the end when the radio guy was like, fact, the police did this. Fact, the police did that. Fact, this happened here, and they tear gassed them. Fact is, that was a situation that occurred, and they had to step in, and their job is to step in and handle the situation for everybody's safety at the end of the day. Now, 51 days, don't you think that's a bit excessive? 51 days is a long dang on time, man. And they had what they call ample time. They had ample time, so many opportunities to leave. They did not leave. He did not want to leave. The guy was crazy. I don't know a lack of a better word choice. You had so many times to leave. And at the point where Gary lost his marbles, he was in too deep. He got emotional. He dang there said, yo, they about to come. They better come in 5 minutes. Y'all need to get out of there. And he had to be let go. And when that phone hung up, when Tony Prince, whoever played him, he did an outstanding job. When Tony Prince's character, the guy who's running the program, hung up the phone, and he's like, dude, it's time. Shouts out to Mitch Decker, played by my man from Boardwalk Empire as well, Shay. He's like, dude, I don't want to be the person to pull you. I don't want to be the person to pull you out of here. Leave with your dignity. And he was in too deep. He was way too emotional with it. He's calling him brother, which is fine. You do what you do to try to get him out. But he had no intention to leave. That my wives, my children, my life, this is my area. The moment he said he had a vision, the moment David started typing and he had that woman with the busted open hand, split Johnsonville Brock hand. He had that woman with the split hand, bloody hand, her hand about to fall off, and you still got her typing up a song. She about to croak, she about to pass out. You still got this chick typing your memoir, basically. Wow. And she's like, yo, I can't type anymore. And he looked at her like, type, you know? It was horrible. It was so horrible to see that. See bodies jumping out of the window, children, gas masks. Can we speak on the gas mask real quick? The average citizen does not have gas masks. It's fine to have a weapon. It's fine to have multiple weapons. As long as you're not a felon and as long as you're abiding by whatever the rules and regulations is in the state that you live in, absolutely arm yourself. You know, protect your family, protect your land, protect yourself, as long as you're doing it along the way that you can, you know what I mean? But I'm just tripped out by, I'm not tripping on the weapons. I'm tripped out by the gas mask. Who has a stockpile of those? Except for somebody who thinks, yo, it might be a situation that, you feel me? Mount Carmel had the gas come through the building. It was horrible, but it's sad. Children, women, men, all the lives that were taken. It's absolutely horrible. And there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But it could have been prevented is all we're saying. All the people who watched the show, all the people who watched the news at the time, all the people who were affected by those lives that were gone. Why? Why? Is it philosophy? Is it torture? Is it unlawful restraint? Is it mind games that made you stay? I don't know. But this show was... it was pretty live and direct. Paramount, this is an interesting one. I love to see more shows, you know, that have actually occurred in American history, truth, and see how they put it out on paper and script and whatnot. So Steve had the gun face to face with David, shot David in the head. They just gave up at that point and took David's life. Steve took his own life. Trembled. He trembled when he shot that man. Trembled when he shot himself. Suicide. Ate his own gun. Put the barrel in there, and he did a horrible deed, the most selfish act in the world. A lot of this show was about selfish intentions and power plays, and I don't even know if it was manipulation, because I just felt like, why didn't anybody just open the door and run out? Why? Like, was there chains on the door? Was there a guarded person with a weapon at the door saying, nah, you can't go, you can't go? It's just very odd, and it's very weird, and it's very crazy. And it's the people who were in there who had to listen to that loud music and the lights strobing. You crazy as heck if you think they were the only people who have some sort of PTSD from this event. All of those people involved did. Everybody, that news person probably did. All the negotiators, the staff, anybody who was out there was affected by that, and everybody would have a story if that's the case. Now, it's just sad. So to see the lawyers come on, that was very interesting take on everything, because now they have an opinion because they actually entered the building, so they could be like, hey, yo, look, people, look, it was in this, it looked like it was in disarray, it was a mess, you know, people were scared, women, they looked dirty, you know, unkept, maybe they were funky, musty, I don't know, cut up. But like I said, people need medical attention, so why wouldn't David release them so they can get help? That seems kind of nutty, to have people, you know, gangrene or whatever can settle in to wounds when people need treatment. That's wild. And wow. Shouts out to Noya. Noya, what do you think about this finale, man? This is crazy. This is very crazy. Like, wow. Paramount. Sad story, no ifs, ands, or buts. So who started the fire? You may be trying to figure it out. Who started the fire? We'll never know. They also said something like the Davidians were returning fire back at the police. Were they? We don't know. What did the video show? I had a videographer out there. I don't know. We'll never know. It's a lot of, still a lot of, I don't know, skeptical moments that will forever be trying to figure out, but unfortunate circumstances. It's terrible, terrible, terrible. What a battle, man. Avoidable situation at the end of the day. 51 days is so long, and now you see why it will never, ever be allowed to happen again, basically. You know, no one's going to go that long. If they've been in a 50-day over on, you know, 2-month situation almost, in a hostage type, I don't know if that would be permitted. Like, no, it's not going to happen, and they crack down on everything. It's crazy, but what a story, man. Outstanding job by all of the cast. Michael Shannon as Gary, Taylor as David, Andrea Riseborough as Judy, Thibodeau, played by Rory Culkin, Shea Wiggum playing Mitch Decker, Tony Prince played by Glenn Fleshner, Julia Garner played by, Julia played Michelle, Thibodeau's spouse or whatnot. What they say, only like 5 people last? 5 people made it out? It's horrible. It was absolutely horrible. Tragic, man. So many untold versions and stories out there, but yeah, I hope this is the final one though. Like, let it be, just stop. We really don't need that message out there no more. Or it's so many other stories that need to be brought to the light. This one has been brought to the light multiple times, and yeah. Until the next time, y'all. Peace. Act right, live right. Don't get involved in no shenanigans, no mess. All right? No mess. Peace out.